Hi there guys and welcome to News in English with Tutor Tom for Thursday the 12th of October 2023. Hope this video finds you well. So today we're going to talk about an article which my children will be very upset about, and that is Disney 100 animation boss Jennifer Lee says strike could halt production of the animated films. And my kids love, and probably I should admit that I do as well, absolutely love animated films. So this article is talking about how a recent strike could impact the production of ongoing and new animated films. So hopefully the strike doesn't last too long and we get some new and exciting animated films in the not too distant future. So let's go into the article. A senior Disney creative has warned the actors' strike could halt animation production later this year. Jennifer Lee, Chief Creative Officer of Walt Disney Animation Studios, has been able to keep things going up to now. But the Actors Union, whose members include her husband, the actor Alfred Molina, has been on strike for nearly 3 months. Lee told the BBC she has probably until the end of the year before her films will be affected. Speaking to BBC Radio 4's The Media Show, she said, "I can understand where everyone is coming from in terms of wanting fair wages." Lee won an Oscar for writing and directing the hugely popular animated film Frozen. She says she believes there will be a fair deal which will resolve the strike because we're all in it together. The story of Anna and Elsa made her the first woman ever to direct a film that grossed more than $1 billion, roughly £810 million. Lee says they could never have predicted that success. "We were just hoping people would like it," she says. The 2013 hit, A Tale of Sisterly Love and the Lengths Siblings Will Go for Each Other, marked an evolution in Disney storytelling. Snow White, for example, sang, "Someday my prince will come," and was saved by a kiss. That was 1937. Sleeping Beauty in 1959 is also awoken by a prince's embrace. These beautiful, hand-drawn films are old-school fairy tales. Disney's recent offerings, Brave, Moana, and Frozen, amongst them, are more modern twists on stories. Lee says of Frozen, "We had fun flipping those tropes. For example, love at first sight. My philosophy, good advice might be get to know him. Meet his family, you know? Let It Go is the film's anthem of self-acceptance, sung by Queen Elsa. Lee says originally the plan was for Elsa to be a villain, but we kept sympathizing with her so much. She was born with these powers she didn't ask for." The songwriters Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez wrote Let It Go over a weekend, and their ballad crystallized those instincts. "We just said, this is wrong, we have to change it, so we rewrote the whole movie." Disney is celebrating its centenary year. In October 1923, Walt and his brother Roy officially founded the Disney Brothers Cartoon Studio. 5 years later, they introduced Mickey and Minnie Mouse to the world in the black and white early masterpiece, Steamboat Willie. "It was all started by a mouse" is a Disney adage. Mickey was first, but so many followed. And for the 100th anniversary, Lee has written the latest Disney animation, Wish. It's driving the story in directions we've never gone before. She adds that wishing is one of the most important concepts in Disney. That idea of possibility, hope, wonder, your imagination. Lee is steeped in Disney. As a child, she says she was bullied at school over 3 difficult years. Her VHS copy of Disney's 1950 classic Cinderella got her through. She watched it repeatedly. Inspired by Cinderella, who stayed true to herself. When a child is bullied, they tend to eventually believe the bullies, she says. Cinderella didn't. And then her life got better. These beautiful things happened. It helped me persevere through it. I think it helped me drive towards what I do now. So the girl who found comfort in Disney went on to become one of the top women in the company, green-lighting Disney animation movies while still writing and directing her own. I'd rather tell a story where, if there is a handsome prince, you're seeing him in a way you've never seen him before. Lee reflects. That's more exciting to me. So a nicer article than the title would have suggested. It was actually really interesting to know that Disney is celebrating its 100th anniversary. So Disney has been in all of our lives for a long, long time. And I don't know about you, but I absolutely love Disney films, Disney animations. And my favorite ever animation has to be The Lion King. What about you? What's your favorite animation? Let me know in the comments below. Have Disney films and animations helped you learn English? I know many of my students have practiced their English and improved their English by watching lots of television and movies and animations in English. So how has it helped you with your English? And if you have children, what are their favorite animations and why? Let me know in the comments below. So this article again has so many fantastic words, absolutely amazing vocabulary. I would love to go through all of the words that I liked in this article, but it would just be too much and it would mean the video is too long. So I've just picked a few that I like best. So the first is, of course, animation. What is animation? Now, it is actually relating to point 2 here, and that is the technique of photographing successive drawings or positions of puppets or models to create an illusion of movement when the film is shown as a sequence. So a combination of live action with 3D animation. That's animation, and I'm sure we've all seen an animated film in recent years. Strike. What is the strike? The actors were going on strike. So strike is a very versatile word. It can mean a number of different things, but for the context of this article, it means a refusal to work organized by a body of employees as a form of protest, typically in an attempt to gain a concession or concessions from their employer. For example, Dockers voted for an all-out strike. That is the word strike. Halt. Halt. That is to bring or come to an abrupt stop. For example, there is growing pressure to halt the bloodshed. That is the word halt. Predicted. Predicted. Stated or estimated as likely to happen in the future. Forecasted. For example, the predicted growth in road traffic. Philosophy. Philosophy. That is the study of the fundamental nature of knowledge, reality, and existence, especially when considered as an academic discipline. It can also mean a theory or attitude that acts as a guiding principle for behavior. For example, don't expect anything and you won't be disappointed. That's my philosophy. That's the word philosophy. Tropes. Tropes is the plural of the word trope. And that is a figurative or metaphorical use of a word or expression. But for the context of this article, it means a significant or recurrent theme or a motif. For example, she uses the Eucharist as a pictorial trope. Tropes. And then finally is villain. Villain. A character whose evil actions or motives are important to the plot. For example, a pantomime villain.